The only way to get out of an argument is to avoid it. The only way to get out of an argument is to avoid one. 9 out of 10 of the time, for an argument to end is when the person arguing is more convinced about what they're arguing about. Unless they reach a point where they feel convinced, they will continue arguing. Hey there. We are back again with another continuation of what we started in the previous video. I'm glad you came back. For a person coming for the first time, this must be a place you never leave. Hit the subscribe button and let's get started. Like, follow, share. Let's get more people into this place. I'm sure most of you, if you are beyond the age of 18, you have ever been in a relationship. And relationships have challenges. They always do. And you cannot avoid these challenges forever. They come and they go. Now, when these challenges start to come, in most cases, people tend to argue about it. Now, to have a peaceful relationship, the best thing you can do is to try and avoid relationship arguments. Is to try avoid arguments. Can it really happen, a situation where a relationship is really a good one, genuine relationship, and there's no arguments? It is difficult, I understand, to avoid it. But if you can avoid arguments in a relationship, why? Even if you win this argument, you've still lost it. How, you may ask? If you're arguing with your partner, you're arguing with your friend, and you argue to a point where you win and they feel defeated, you've damaged their ego, you've damaged their self-esteem. Still, by doing that, they will no longer see you as a genuine friend, but rather they will see you as someone who is not interested in them, but rather against them. You may win the argument, but in return lose the other person. So to win an argument is to avoid it. Try and stay away from arguments. And that is our first lesson for today. Avoid arguments. And if you're arguing with someone, please, have you ever thought of their point of view? In most cases, when we argue, we look at our point of view. We don't consider this other person's argument base. They may be arguing basing on their reason of understanding. Before you think and judge it all, make sure what they are saying, you have also understood it. Don't rush and point it out that, okay, these people are this. Don't look at them as though they are mad. They have a reason as to why they are on the other side. They have their angle of view. You have your angle of view. Respect people's opinions. Be a diplomatic person. People with diplomacy would like to see both sides of the story, not just one side. Yet in most cases, we find we are leaning towards our side. We want our side to win. True, ego doesn't allow us to lose, but you want a good friend. You want good friendship. You want a good relationship. Avoid arguments, because even if you win, you're still lost. Starting an argument with a friend, with a partner, is a lose-lose situation. You win, true, but you've lost the person. So, avoid arguments. That is my first point for today. Point number 2, show respect to the other person's opinion. We rarely do that. Someone is arguing, someone is really trying to make you understand their side of the story, but you're quick to judge them basing on your analysis. I'm a person who teaches chemistry. If we ever reach an argument with a person who teaches another subject, I'm sure we may not reach a point of agreement, because the person will be arguing in their angle of view. I will be arguing in my angle of view. A good person would show respect that I understand basing on your subject. That is a good way to go. That's how you understand it. And basing on my subject, that's also how I do what I understand. But very few people really want to pay attention to the other person's side. We damage diplomacy. Be diplomatic enough. Be a person who gives respect to people. Be a person who will always not rush to judge people basing on your reason of understanding. Understand that people have their own differences. People have their own way of understanding So the summary is, judge people by their own principles, but not your own principles. Don't be so quick to judge people. Show respect to what they think, and that will give you a very good start in life to making new friends. You're quick to judge them based on your principles, you may lose that friend. Go to the third one. If you're wrong, admit. The African in me knows that our parents would rarely apologize even if they do something wrong. I have very many scenarios of my mom doing things that were not right. She did things that hurt me, but she has never apologized, because Africa has taught us that an elder is always right. And that is why you're losing your friends. You have these friends, you're losing them because you always want to be seen as the person who is what? Right. But make sure at some point, if you realize you're wrong, no matter your age, no matter your rank, no matter how big you are in that company, sometimes it is not an offense to bow down, humble yourself and say, I am wrong. It may make you look small, it may damage your ego, but at the end, you're building your friendship back. Have this friendship working. Sometimes admit you are wrong. Sometimes criticize yourself to save this relationship. Criticize yourself to make sure this friend remains yours. The last one for today is the one which is saying, begin in a friendly way. I want to end this by a story whereby one day the wind and the sun were arguing on who would be the first to make a man remove their coat. And then the wind said, let me start the contest. Let me be the first. The wind went with a lot of force, tried blowing off this man's jacket with all the force, tried. But the more the wind tried, actually the man held tighter to the coat. The more the wind tried pushing, the man held the coat tighter, and the coat never left him. Then the sun said, Mr. Wind, you're defeated. Let me now come in. And what did the sun do? The sun just came and smiled. Just a smile, shining bright, being happy. And in a little period of time, the temperature became very high in this man, and the man removed the coat without a single struggle. What does this teach us? We mostly opt for rude ways of handling situations. And we forget that in most cases, the best ways of handling situations is coming in a friendly way. Come in a way that is friendly, a way that is genuine, a way that is nice, and you'll win over situations. Don't be a person who is rude. Don't try and, don't be this person who fights every time. A friendly way handles most of the problems. Yes, in life you have your principles. Sometimes you believe that it is okay to be rude. I'm not criticizing that. I'm not against that. But in my methods, what I've seen, a friendly approach always wins at the end. I leave you with this quote. A drop of honey will attract more flies than a whole bucket of glue. Why? Flies like honey. So they will come and flood that place. But glue, when they see one member has been already attached to this glue, they will all run away. Force may work in some cases, but a friendly approach always wins at the end. Don't forget that. Keep it in mind. Have these principles working in you daily. I'm sure you will see a difference. This has been the next episode. The next one will come in the next time, probably next week. You'll come and check where we shall be having a new upload. On TikTok, we shall be having daily clips coming, and on other platforms, you also check the same names which will be put on your screen. Kindly follow, subscribe, and share with other people. Thank you for sticking to the end. See you next time.